Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I do. So, as you can see, Mama don't got nothing on. I'm starting, well, I do have a little bit on. And I've got a nice friend right here. And that friend decided to pop up from a new product I was trying, a new primer. So, Mama stopped using that primer and went back to Tarte. To my Tarte Shape Tape wonderful primer. What I am doing today is what I've currently got down as, you know, my basic morning routine, which was dogs. What is going on? Oh, everyone's got company in the cul-de-sac. So there's going to be like people coming and going, upsetting the dogs. Hopefully they'll stop. Okay, so anyway, cleaned my face, got off my moisturizer and my stuff from the night before, my sleep mask, and then my ear's itchy. And then I put on my day moisturizer, my morning moisturizer, my under eye cream, my basics, and I did primer. And I did my Tarte Primed and Poreless. It's like a, is that what it's called? No, it's called Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm. And this is what it looks like. It looks like the Tarte, the e.l.f. balm that you use to fill in pores and stuff like that. I ordered the Tarte one off of Mercari just to try it out. I do like it a lot more. Just saying. So anyway, I put that on. I also have on my eye primer. And what we are doing today is I'm doing a full face look with our Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. Now, this has become a absolute go-to for me. I already have another one that I have stored away for the future, but I absolutely love this. And since I got it, it does come with a little insert or pamphlet that shows you different ideas in contouring your face using this palette. In addition to that, I did look up a couple of different contouring options and stuff like that on YouTube. I've never really gotten huge into contour, but honestly, who was it? It was a video from like a year ago. It was, no, it wasn't Natasha Denona. Jacqueline Hill, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, she did a great video, contouring and highlighting and stuff like that. I got some outstanding tips and I've used them this week and I'm super duper happy with them. So I'm going to share those with you of what I've been doing. In addition to that, I'm going to do an eye look and a full face only using this palette, which I've already done before. I absolutely love it. It's such a really nice sun-kissed, kind of a natural, warm look. So let's get to it. So this doesn't take forever because I am doing a full face. What I'm going to start with, let's open up this palette since we are going to be using it. Here's the colors that we're using. And I'll show you each one as we go through. What I'm going to do to start off with is I've got my little sponge that I cut pieces off of to clean my brushes in between. I'm going to start off with this creamy color, this, as I'm going to be using that as a base for my eyes. Now, like I said, I do already have primer on, so I'm just gonna dab this on. Now, there really isn't any like kick up or fallout or anything from this palette, so I absolutely love it. And you know, it does smell so good. All right, there we go. Pick up a little more on there. Now, normally what I do is just dab it around, and then once I get it everywhere that I want it, I just do a quick sweep and make sure there's really no more tacky areas, because I find when I use primer, you know, obviously a lot of the primers are tacky, not too tacky, but I find for me, my eyeshadows don't blend as well when using a tacky primer. Eyebrows going funky. This palette is actually made of cocoa powder, which they are the Too Faced chocolate palette. I don't think I have it here. It's also made of cocoa powder, but it's it didn't create any sensitivity or issues with my eyes, so that was really nice. Let's see. I'm going to get started with my eye look. I'm just kind of looking through my brushes here, and I've got, all right, now where I'm actually gonna use this mirror. I'm gonna start in with the darkest color in the and I'm just using like a smaller blending brush. Yeah, this picks up a little bit more. But I'm gonna start at the bottom. A lot of times I kind of start at the top, but with this, I'm just starting at the bottom. And, oh, my stomach's grumbling. I'm just gonna dab that where I want it. I don't know why I blow on my brushes. It's just a funky habit I have. So that I'm just adding to the crease. Not the crease, the outer corner. And then I'm just gonna blend it and soften it up a little. And I want to take some of the color off of the brush, so I have just pretty much a clean brush I'm working with now. And it does blend so nicely. Gotta keep my head straight instead of looking down, because then I get a little funky here. Went a little too high. Now, let's see. Now I'm going to go in with one shade lighter, and I'm going to take that and just dab it in more of the crease area, and then blend that out just to soften this up a little bit. I'm going to do one eye with you here on camera, then I'll do the other eye off camera so that we don't take forever. Okay, So we're gonna take a little more. Okay. Now I'm going to move into the lightest of the colors, and I'm just going to dab that right on the top of the last color we did. Clean off my brush so I have a clean brush I'm working with. Good to go. Now, a little high there. Okay. Now I'm going to use the lightest, but the pinky tone. Okay. And I'm gonna dab that on the top. There we go. Now, because none of these colors are shimmer, these are all mattes. So when you're working with them, just remember that, because when doing this look, a lot of times, like on the brow bone and, you know, sometimes in the inner corner here, these are a lot of the common areas that we do use sometimes a shimmer, just to add that lighter pop and stuff like that. So obviously with this look, these are all mattes, so we're not going to have that that shimmer. But so now what I'm going to do is just accent a little bit with this orange here. That's like an orangey color. See? I've got hair on here. And I'm going to put that right here in the middle, just to make a slight transition color between the inner corner highlight and the outer quarter brown. And last but not least, I'm going to go back in with the darker. It's called Deep Contour. And I'm going to once again just pop it right in that outer corner. Blend it up a tad into the crease. There we go. And clean the brush. Okay, so I'll be right back, do the other eye, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, the other eye is done, and I've got a thunderstorm heading right now, so it's pouring rain, thundering, and lightning, and the dogs are freaking out. Okay, now I'm just doing some final blending and softening up. Okay. Okay, now, the next thing I normally do is my foundation and my whatchamacallit. You know what I mean. Foundation and concealer. That was the word I'm looking for. Now, the foundation I am currently using and absolutely in love with, we got in our Ipsy. It is the Honey Jarrett Cushion Foundation. Now, I know I've mentioned this before. Yeah, Southern Storms. Okay. Thought this is going to be way too dark for my skin. But it actually is working beautifully. So, what I do is I use a brush. I just dab it. And then, let me put this down. All I do, now you can use a brush or a sponge. My friend, I've been using a brush. My friend Robin, she did 1/2 of her face. When she got this foundation, she did 1/2 with a brush, the other half with a sponge. She said they both worked really nice. So, generally what I do is I get the foundation on my brush and I dab. Pretty much just dab where I want it to go. As you can see, the color looks a little funky, right? Well, watch and be amazed. It immediately just blends in. Now, I don't rub it too much, just because it is initially a medium to full coverage foundation. But I usually start with like a lighter coat of it. I'm trying to do this without blocking you, but I'm crossing my hands and so yeah, I do a lighter coat of it initially, and then I see my skin is like reddish, so I prefer using a warmer foundation to balance out the red. I don't know if that makes sense, but so yeah, I put a little bit more on, and then I dab it and blend. And the way I blend this out, like I said, it's, you know, I put a lighter coat on, but I usually use like smaller strokes rather than big, you know, swirls. I feel like with this foundation specifically, sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder at my foundation. Yeah, by using the smaller strokes, it spreads the foundation nicely, but it doesn't thin it out too much. Okay, I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so as you can see, foundation is on. I didn't put too heavy of a coat on because I still have my concealer to do, but the color of this foundation, the Golden Honey, really cancels out a lot of the redness I have in my skin. And I think it's like the yellow tone in this foundation. So I am loving it, but it's a matte satin, so, or semi-matte, that's what it is. So it's not completely matte, but nor is it super glowy. So I love this foundation. Okay, the next thing I do is my concealer. Now, this, honestly, I have searched over and over. I have tried so many different techniques for my concealer just because I do have fine lines and wrinkles, especially around my eye area. And what works for a lot of people does not work for me. I have oily skin, plus my aging issues and stuff like that. And I have a very, 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 very difficult time, if you can see, with product settling in my under eye area, my wrinkles and stuff. So either way, this is my newest technique that seems to be working pretty good. And I use my Doll 10 concealer, and I am in love with this stuff. It is incredible. It is an anti-aging concealer, and it does help with wrinkles and stuff. I use a couple shades lighter than my skin, just to highlight and bring it out. I'm gonna look kind of funny. So do my forehead. Bring it down the ridge of my nose. Under my eye. Oops, down my nose area. And then in the middle. Just 1, 2, 3. And do the same on the other side. And then I do a little dab, my Cupid's bow, and then right here I do it what looks like a cross, and then a dab over my pimple friend and up. Okay, so that's what I do with my concealer. Now, once I have this on, the next thing I do is eye spray with setting spray. So I'm giving you kind of like a foundation and, get ready with me with full face, in addition to using this palette. So, okay, so I set it with setting spray, and I let that dry down a little bit, and then I have on handy a wet makeup sponge. So, I'm going to let this sit for a second, and while I do that, I'm going to pause the video, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so, okay, my setting powder has sat for a minute, and not my setting powder, what am I thinking? My concealer. So then, again, wet blending brush, wet blending sponge. Sorry. Wet, and now this is going to work better with concealer, especially if you have aging skin. Primarily because it presses the concealer in your foundation. It presses it in rather than sweeping over. So when you do this, do pressing motions, not sweeping motions. And that works better, especially with aging skin. Just saying. Sip of coffee. Now, yeah, let's just do this. The other neat thing by doing the setting spray and letting it sit for a minute is that your concealer tends to thicken up a little when you let it set. And it doesn't slide around as much. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like, I don't like a thick concealer, but I don't like a thick concealer out of the tube. But I have found that spraying the setting spray and then using the damp sponge really helps to make it a little more flawless. Press that in. I don't know why I always open my mouth. And when you're doing your concealer in this area here, try to keep it in just like a limited like triangle space. Don't bring it down too far into your cheek area. And then get your Cupid's bow into the tip of your nose. I also find that with highlighting my Cupid's bow, like right at the top of where your lips come to that point and go down, I find highlighting that with the concealer and then with the highlighter after, it really helps with like lip liner and stuff like that. Okay, so concealer is done. Now, again, this sponge, I love this sponge. This is one of the base blue sponges, and I know I've talked about it before, but I absolutely love the base blue products. They have a line of sponges, eyelashes, and brushes that are out of this world. Yeah, okay, so that's my little tidbit about my sponge because it's so super soft. And it's also got this cool wedge end with the pointed end. All right, so now I do powder, of course, with my huge, ginormous base blue powder brush. And then watch this. This is so cool. You open it up and there's another brush inside. Isn't that cute? I don't really ever use that other brush, but I love the concept. Okay, so I use, oh, this is the Ciate London powder. And what I do is I dip it in. I pour some powder in the cap itself, dip it in, and then I start at my forehead. And well, no, I usually start at my underneath my chin. Okay, so start here. Blend that powder in. Make sure if you've got any, because I put cream on my neck, moisturizer on my neck, and I like to, I don't like being shiny. So I usually start low and just kind of work my way up. Oh, I hear people outside playing in the rain. Now, one thing I do, or I should say I don't do, is when I'm putting my powder on, I try to be very careful not to go directly into my under eye. The second I do that, ooh, I put a little too much there. The second I go all the way up into my under eye is when the powder gets all in my wrinklies, and it just looks horrible. Okay, so there's my powder. BTW, I've got a discount code for base blue below, and you can get a discount on this awesome brush. All right, so there's that. Now we get into contouring. I know. What I'm going to do, of course, is to start on one side of my face. Then I'll do the other side off camera. So what I do is, let me find the right brush. Okay. Nope, no, that's the wrong brush. I use a brush like this. What's this name? This is a Morphe brush. And it's, you know, it's pretty soft, but it's dense. And I start at the top of my ear. Now this is for cheek contour. The top of my ear. Do a pucker. bring a straight line down to the edge of your eye. And I use the darkest contour shade, which is the deep contour. Make sure there's not too much on it or you'll kind of go overboard. Again, whoops, let me move my hair. Top of the ear. Generally, I just dab it down to where the eye is. And then I blend it. Now, doesn't that look outrageous? I blend in swirls up. I am going to be adding to it, but now this is something else I do. If I get a little bit of, like my contour lower than I'd like it. Dab some powder. Right in there. And let that sit. Okay, so moving on. So there's that. We'll leave that there. And then I go in. This is one of the Baddington brushes. I absolutely love these brushes. And right above the contour line, I'll add the next color down and blend. I'm taking some of that powder off too. Whoops. Hang on. That's better. And then I dab just a teeny bit in the darker contour. And I'll dab it up here. But do not go into the temple bone or it's going to widen your face. Again, dab. And then I go in with that one shade down and I dab here again. And then I blend. I love these lighter shades because they're such a warm color. Now I'm going to put a dab of the orange, that orangey color right in here, just to add some little extra color for a blush. Now, initially it looked really dark, but as I'm blending, it's toning down. Now, I use the medium shade, the medium contour color, dab a little bit down here and up. Chin. A little bit on the nose. And then I'm going to go in with a cleaner brush. and do a tad more blended. Now I'm going to bring a little more powder here. Okay, be right back on do the other side. Okay, I feel like this video is taking forever. Oh my gosh. Okay, I hope it doesn't take this long for you guys. Next I am... Okay, I'm doing my under eye. Nope, that's not my paint. It says I use the little pointer brush. And I start with the medium contour. Oops, I'm blocking you. Can't believe how big my pimple is getting. So embarrassing. Okay, so I connect it to the top. You see me? I'm like way off. Okay, now go in with that dark contour, connect it, and just bring it a third in. Dark contour on the other side. Oops. Connect, and a third of the way in. Okay. There's that. I'm going to do my lip liner. What color did I... Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm obsessed with the Thrive lip liners. They are just so incredible. They're creamy and they're long wearing and... Ugh. I absolutely love them. Okay, so I'm going to put my lippy on, and then I'm going to do some highlighting, and then I will pop off for mascara. This is the, I know some people, the Too Faced melted latex, itchy, lippies. Like, they're like a love-hate thing. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, me, I like them. I really like them. They had a bunch of them on the boxy add-ons or the pop-up. I think I bought like 3 or 4. Yeah, actually I did, because I was getting a backup to one of the ones I have that I absolutely love. All right, that's on. Now I am going to take my other base blue brush. This is one of their newer brushes, and I use it to itch my face, and I use it for highlight. Now, when I, in this palette, when I'm doing highlighting, I always use this pinky color because I've got the red undertones, so I feel like it goes with my complexion better. And I kind of go off of what they showed me on their illustrated card insert. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, but I put it on the forehead. And it's not super duper like boom highlighter in your face. It's just a very, very light, I put it in this eye area. It's just a very natural. And then under there, and then I take a little teeny brush and I highlight my cupid's bow. Okay, and then the other thing I do, especially with these matte, and well, this isn't matte, it's like but there's no shimmer or anything in this. I do a pop. Y'all know me and my shimmer pop. Alrighty, I will be back. I'm doing mascara now. Okay, be right back. Okay. Mascara is on. So that's it. What do you think? For like a forever video. That is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. One palette, full face. So you can pack this up, couple brushes, a lippy, mascara, and you can get away with a full face look. And yeah. What do you think? I mean, it worked out pretty good. I mean, like I said, I have done it before, so I did it a little bit different, but yeah, I absolutely love this palette. So it has become one of my faves, and I'm really enjoying playing with it and trying new things and stuff like that. So if you try this, let me know. I'm super excited. So I know I've talked about this with a lot of you, and told you I've been thinking about doing this video. So here it is. I hope y'all like it and enjoy it. And I will be doing a couple other videos today with this look. So if it looks familiar, that's why. Oop, don't forget your setting spray, Smashbox. Wonderful. I feel so good. Well, let me know what you think. Please leave comments down below. And as always, thank you for coming to hang out with me. I appreciate you. And I love you. Love you, love you, love you. Sorry, I had to put my cover down. Alrighty. Y'all have a great weekend, a great week. And I hope you had a great 4th of July. Don't know when I'm going to be posting this. So, I hope you have a good 4th of July or had a great 4th of July. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.